So last month was kinda crazy. I went from less than 100 subscribers to now almost 3,000. So first of all, I want to thank you. I'm glad to see that I'm not the only map-obsessed person floating around on the internet. If you're new here, let me catch you up. I'm making an 18 square meter or almost 200 square feet map of the world with immense detail, blah blah blah. And this enormous map project has raised many questions and sometimes some confusion. And so I will be taking the time to respond to some of the most frequent and or pressing questions. So let's jump into this while I'm just showing here a video of me working on the map. Why are you doing this? Very fair question, because such an enormous undertaking is not something someone does without good reason. Funnily enough, I don't know what else to say other than I like doing precision work and I really love maps. How long do you think it will take? Well, at this rate, I hope to finish this panel by the end of next month. This is just the first of 10 and I started late December of last year, so at this rate it might take 2 to 3 years. Now, if it is possible, I would like to work on this project full time. But all that depends on the success of this channel. How many hours a day do you work on it? This is a bit hard to say because it varies a lot, and last week I have not been able to work at all on the map, except for this moment that you're seeing right here. But averaging between 1 and 3 hours a day, I would say. Do you have other ideas for projects to do once you finish this one? The answer is yes. I do have other ideas, like making what is practically the same map, but make it an enormous globe with a diameter of 2 to 3 meters. Or I could make a detailed map of the moon. So yeah, if I could continue doing this, I would have enough ideas to keep going for quite a while. Will you make the country borders on that big map? No, I will not. And that is because not everyone can agree on the borders. And so to choose specific borders would be choosing a side in some conflicts that I know nothing about. So my aim, my goal, is that I want anyone in the world to be able to look at this map and feel like it's relatively fair. How do you go about putting the trees and mountains in? Do you look up where the heavily forested areas are and put trees there, or do you just guess? So I will be using the Earth Map website to gauge where mountains and trees are, so no guessing. Where is fill in the blank city? This might be the most common question I get from you guys, and I will have to disappoint some people. My rule is that only cities with metro area populations that exceed 350,000 will show on the map. Now, some people have noted that some nations' capitals will not show on the map, and that is true. So why not add a rule of adding country capitals? Well, the reason for that is similar to the border issue. Not everyone agrees on what a country is, and so to include certain capitals would be troublesome. So this 350k minimum is what I will be using. And that means that some areas in the world will be a bit empty. But I actually like that. This will be a way of showing population densities. When you finish, can you post a picture of the map to download? I'm probably not going to just give out free high resolution images of the map. I don't think it would be fair considering the effort that went into making the map by the time it's finished. However, some people have indicated that they would be interested in posters of sections of the map. If you would buy posters of my maps, that would be a great way to support this project. So let me know in the comments if you would buy one. And the same goes for other merchandise like pins, t-shirts, postcards, and more. Do you also live stream while you're working? I have thought about this, of doing a bi-weekly stream where I work on a map for a couple hours, but I would probably need to buy some equipment to make it work, and that is not cheap. So when this channel creates some revenue, I will certainly do such a thing if enough people are interested. Again, let me know if that's something you want. Alright, those are some of the questions I saw floating around. If you have more, then feel free to post them down below and I will maybe include them in a next Q&A video. And this is a bit of a extra update at the end of the video because you might want to see more of the progress because the video that I showed here just now was just a section of it. And I think most people want to see what the oceans and seas now look like since I've been painting them. So as you can see, we go from the top and moving down. It's worth noting that I'm not done with the ocean and seas over here. That's because I still am a bit unsure of what I'm going to do in this corner, so that's still a work in progress. But what is nice to see are these varying depths around, for example, island chains. You can see over there, there, and there. So it is getting more and more detailed, and I'm starting to like it a lot. And as you can see right here, I've started doing rivers. Additionally, some people have noted so far in the videos that some city place names are either misplaced or have the wrong names. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that I am reading your comments and I am making corrections. So don't worry about it. Even though some of these that I have not corrected yet, it will be corrected by the time it is all finished. So don't worry about it. That is the update for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and I see you later. Bye bye.